Okay, so
So,
let's talk about. So what do we need to get? Like we have a brand on the domains, right? We have traffic,
okay.
we have interests, we have
Yes.
people, you know, reading content, but we need more on the video. We need more on the Instagram, to turn to
Mm-hmm.
conversions and subscribers and newsletter subscribers and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Like, you mentioned a good point. Like, keep it themed, keep it on either
exactly.
entrepreneurship or on cars or
Yeah,
lifestyle.
exactly.
How often should the content be posted, for example?
For me, what works best is at least a post a day.
Post a
A
day.
couple posts a day is
And what about
ideal.
reels and videos?
How so? What do you mean?
Like a reel. Should you post a reel a day or just post like
A reel a day, yeah, at minimum. I would post a bit more,
right?
even than that, especially if you're trying to grow, like a page like you've shown me.
All right.
That sort of stuff, you need to be posting a lot, because you can't expect people to come and subscribe for no content. People want to follow pages that they enjoy. They want to follow pages
Right.
that like keep posting content and keep a certain
Yeah.
like quality at least
You
of content also.
you mentioned that memes work really well.
Memes work really well, yeah.
So like a page on memes, you think that could be
A page on memes could, but it again, I've said this before as well. It really depends on what you need. If you're in the need of growing, like say a influencer page on like business, sorry, influencer page, like a page on business, right? So by that I mean, like news about what people are doing, like
yeah.
what Jack Doherty is doing, what Iman Gatsi is doing, Ali Abdaal, and that sort of stuff. If you want to grow such a thing, you have to keep in that line. That's what I'm saying. Memes you can grow, but then you have to promote a different product. If you
Right,
really
right, right.
want to do it
Yeah,
for,
yeah. So you're saying like focus on a specific topic
yeah,
and not go offline too
yeah,
much.
for sure. And
Right.
the best thing you can do is also, so say you want to grow something on Instagram,
Mm,
you need to kind of rig your algorithm to be also in that. So for me, what I did is I watched a lot of Instagram in general, but then I came here to work in a football club.
yeah.
I and I want to know what is doing the best in the space, what videos are getting the views, what videos are not getting the views, and you
Right.
can build up all that knowledge. You can do that quite passively. So if you just train your algorithm to be in the sort of algorithm that your videos would be in,
Right.
let's say, you can do that by just holding the video and saying not interested in anything that is not related until your algorithm starts just pushing content of that exact thing that you would be making,
Right. Right. Right.
and then see what is trending, what is doing well, what is not
Yeah. Yeah.
doing well. Well, what is not doing well, you won't really see.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like that, you can kind of start to learn about
So
everything.
so how many reels a week like should you post?
It depends what sort of channel you are. Say you are like the Grant News channel that I brought up. That you could very much apply to some form of a business channel that does like a news source,
Okay. Okay.
and brings like interesting articles to people who, because Instagram nowadays is also just your number one source of like news in general.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it's become. So I think on your websites you're targeting one sort of audience, but on social media you can grasp another sort of audience. And
So
for
if you someone is going for entrepreneurship,
Mhm.
like what kind of content on Instagram would work in line with that? Like, because lifestyle, because cars are kind of
Yeah,
part of that, no, or not?
uh, not
No,
really,
it's more, yeah,
because
yeah,
like I've seen the website now. I've seen like kind of what outlook you have. If you're gonna post cars, the people are not gonna be really interested in the cars. They more want to go there for proper content. That's
right,
also
right,
what you said. You don't want people with AI doing things. You want genuine
yeah,
people to get interested into that, right? So with that, it's more important to produce actual high quality stuff rather than like cars and the lifestyle. It's I would genuinely separate it differently because like lifestyle is one thing, and that the cars 100% falls into lifestyle and not into business, unless you do like motivational stuff.
Yeah, right.
That
right,
actually
okay.
works also
So
really
so
well. but-
themes. Okay, I get it. Okay. What would bring? What have you found when you have a URL in an Instagram page brings the most traffic to that URL?
First, build up your followers, have people genuinely interested, and have high quality content on there, and then start posting stories with links on them.
Right.
That's what I've noticed, like the biggest pages doing. So that's if you want to grow and be in that space like them and like they are, that's the best way to go about it. But first, you can't expect people to start clicking without you providing something first.
Got it.
It's a give and then take. It's not a take and then give,
Got it.
or give and take at the same time, I guess,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Got it. Yeah. No. It's really interesting subject. You know, you're obviously you've been doing this and growing Instagram pages for a long time, and I found it always really hard
Mm-hmm.
to get my views up. You know, to 5,000, 10,000 per post. I
Yeah.
find it really tough.
For me, yeah, right now I'm in a much different space. If I go back 2 years, I used to be in like kind of the meme content, so I got like 7 million views and that sort of stuff on certain videos.
Right.
Because I, again, did what I said previously. It's rigging your algorithm, it's seeing what works, because you can't expect views to come based on what you think looks good.
Right.
What
You
you
have to
think,
learn.
what
yeah,
you
yeah.
think essentially means nothing.
Right.
Like,
You have to learn from other things that are doing well.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's just doing your research, just like you do your research on articles and writing articles and what would work well
Yeah.
to write about.
Yeah, SEO
what
and
could
stuff.
get
Yeah,
clicks.
keywords. Yeah. That's
Exactly.
true. Yeah, you look at your competitors.
Yeah.
And you said CapCut for editing is
CapCut right now, yeah, there's for people starting out, I would even recommend you have this website called Up to Down. You can just download the 3.6 version, not version, that would be a bit weird, but
wait up to down. It's
Um,
called.
Up to Down. And from
Alright.
that, you can just download the normal TikTok app, but from 3.6, like the 3.6 version. Because now what they did is they made everything pro, so you don't really need to invest a lot of money. You don't need all the transitions. At the end of the day, it's just about editing and cutting it up and it looking nice and being simple to use.
What's
And
it
for
called?
What do you mean?
The website you
Up to Down.
up to down. Okay, I'll check it out. Is there
Uh,
anything else that you would advise like people to do or me to
For
do?
me, high quality content goes above anything.
Yeah,
Like that,
but that's
you
so
need-
hard to make. Like, how does
It's-
someone without a budget like make high quality content?
Uh,
You know, because
you
we're not
know-
Logan Paul. Logan Paul has Impulsive Podcast,
Mhm.
and they have like budget of 50K per episode, and they're doing all this crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like most people don't have that. So what do we do?
You start smaller, you see what you can do. Like, if you're gonna think like that, that's a bad way to get into it, because then you're just gonna delay starting.
Yeah, so you just have to start.
So, start, research, see what works, try and mimic what's working, try and kind of not exactly copy, but twist it a little bit. So,
Yeah.
say I make a video about something that trends right now. Okay, I make a video about the stock market crashing back with Trump. You know, when he
Yeah.
got into office, the whole stock market crash, all the tariffs and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that sort of stuff. That was trending. So you kind of twist it. So I'm gonna make like a piece of content about that, or I see a certain video on that, and you see what they are doing and how they're doing it.
But
And then
but
you
still, they
do-
look at it. It looks expensive. How do you make it cheap? What do you use?
You have a good camera.
Yeah, no, okay, camera's one thing, but like the whole editing thing. I mean, this.
Editing is a learned skill. You have YouTube. YouTube on editing, you can just go on YouTube.
Do you use
And-
Veed.io? They have an AI.
The AI posting thing. No, I don't really mess with that. AI content is an
Do
extremely
these entrepreneurs like Iman Gazdi who are pumping out thousands of clips? Like they have armies of people doing that, right?
Yeah, so they have their course thing, right? So what they're doing, and you had this with like Andrew Tate as well. Doing
People
the
clipping,
same
people
thing.
are clipping.
Yeah,
That's what works.
He had his like course or like what he calls his
Yeah.
university thing. I don't know what Iman Gazzi calls it, but it's all courses.
Yeah.
It's all courses, and people are interested in that because they're looking for like a cheap way out or like a way to learn about all of
I
this
understand.
stuff,
I
right?
understand. They have
Mhm.
courses, but what's working for them, Iman Gazdi, and
Yeah.
they must have people pushing.
Yeah,
out
but that's
clips.
what I'm gonna explain now. So they have this program, and how people get into it, they have this affiliate link that they allow people to do, and people create entire pages just about Iman Gazzi content, and then they push it out. And once you
Right.
have so many people pushing out that content in the beginning, yeah, you might have to invest quite a lot of money. And Iman Gazzi had like his
Right,
YouTube
right,
channel
right.
before this, before his shorts started really popping off.
Right.
Like it's crucial for courses that they have this, like affiliate marketing, because they
Yeah.
can't popularize it just on their own. And these people make, maybe if the course costs $30, then these people get, say, the first
Yeah,
month
I
for
know how
free,
affiliate.
and
Yeah, affiliate marketing. People get a percentage of that. So if they
yeah,
create content around
Exactly.
it, they get a
Yeah,
percentage of that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So that's really interesting.
Mhm.
Is there any which platform would you suggest anyone who's starting out, like which platform?
Which platform? TikTok and Instagram. That's it. Actually,
TikTok or Instagram?
both. You post the same thing on both. That's the easiest to do it. Unless you go like just
That's
posts
interesting.
instead of reels.
So post the same thing on both.
Kind of. If you're gonna go with a meme page, a theme page, not a meme page. It's better to post also normal content. So like, what I kind of suggested as well is like you post like, again, the ground news I think relates best and is like the best example in your situation at least, to like post sort of news about it in a serious manner, but then also have the reels on TikTok to kind of promote it
Got
from
it.
both sides. But a thing that I also saw, and that is kind of an untapped market, I think, I'm like starting to look into it, is Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook has reels as well.
Facebook has reels, and they are getting a ton of views. So I had this one.
That's
like,
what I heard as well.
I had this one reel on Instagram, and it got just 5,000 views. So it's not that much. But on Facebook, it got 4 times the amount of views, and it's the same content.
Yeah, Facebook. Yeah.
So it drives a lot more traffic to the page. So right now on Facebook, it's really an unexplored market that you can tap into. I haven't researched it enough.
We're gonna try doing a reel now, guys. So I wanna try seeing, just trying to see if we're gonna record a reel here as well and see if that's gonna work. But it only allows me, what's that, 90? I don't know, 90 minutes or whatever. But yeah, basically Facebook is interesting as well.
Yeah, Facebook right now, to talk about it,
I
I
thought
don't
so
know
as well.
enough about it at the moment. I still have to research a bit more, but it's something that I saw.
I saw that as well.
So yeah, so it's very much like an interesting thing, and the higher views it goes for every single one of the videos.
Right.
It's not just one of them. Like, wait, let me see if I can even check like the newer videos that we have. Let me go to Facebook.
I also saw that that there was a lot more interest in
Yeah. Look, these are getting on on Instagram.
on Facebook. Yeah.
These are getting
50.
are 4,000 and 5,000, but here they're 18,000, 15,000. And then if you go to this one also, this one is 2,000 on Instagram and it's 20,000.
Okay, so you're reposting a lot of the stuff
Yeah,
from Instagram,
straight onto Facebook.
straight onto Facebook.
So Instagram allows you, and Facebook also, because it's owned by the same company, to post it at the same time. So I was just doing that without any care.
Right.
Like I was just saying, okay, I'm just gonna post it because we have a bigger following on Facebook, and for us working in a football club, you have a lot of parents that have their kids in, like obviously in the youth teams, you know.
Yeah.
So they use Facebook.
Right. So Facebook is really interesting as well.
An untapped market. Like for me, it's a market that
To
is kind
grow
of untapped
your-
market.
Just if you guys haven't just checking in now, we're talking about how to grow. What platform is best to grow your pages from? Which platform? So we're discussing Instagram and Facebook, and we think we're just seeing Facebook, and I'm seeing as well Facebook is growing a lot.
And I don't see anybody talking about it in the space. Like I always see people.
I think
talking
Gary
about
Vee and stuff has said that
maybe he has. I think I also saw that.
that Facebook is really interesting to grow. But at the end of the day, is there any other advice? You said themes, and
Very much.
User-generated content works really well, doesn't it?
User-generated content works very well, but it's also very specific. Because if you're gonna be a theme page, who's gonna be like reposting it kind of?
Yeah.
Like something that could also work is kind of fan pages of sports. That's really a big one that I see. Like you can always get more on there because people who are fans of sports teams, like for example,
they'll follow.
I'm a huge Timberwolves fan, and I'm following every single Timberwolves fan page there is.
Right.
And there's maybe 6 of them, 6 big
So what
ones.
you suggest starting a sports club?
Sports fan page. Those are right now performing very well. NBA, EuroLeague, you have football in general also, just like that. Here in Croatia, I'm gonna talk to you about that after.
Okay. Well, look. Anyway, the point is that you keep it consistent, you keep it interesting. There's probably a lot of people out there who are thinking, hey, I don't have the money to create some high quality content, and I know it's really, really difficult because a lot of people out there are have budget constraints, blah blah blah. They can't. But what I found as well, that user generated, if you just go up to someone and talk to them on a microphone, does work well as well, and you keep that consistent.
Okay.
If you're going up to someone and interviewing them,
just in public, you mean?
Yeah, in public, that can grow well.
Okay.
But is there any? I don't know what else.
For me, the thing that people don't talk about enough, and that is, again, like I've said this before, but I can't stress how crucial and important it is to social media in general. Analyzing above anything, because
Analyzing what exactly?
just simple things you can, as I said, rigging your algorithm. In turn, you are analyzing all that huge amount of content. You're analyzing right there and seeing what works. But people are just saying make high quality content. But what does that really mean? What does high quality content really mean?
Yeah, exactly. What does it mean?
Exactly. So high quality content is, for me, content that performs well. And how do you see content that performs well? Analyzing always does the best. The videos that have blown up was because I analyzed what was working. I saw the trends. I saw a similar video, and
what do you use a tool for analyzing?
No. Yes and no. For Instagram, there's this free tool called Inflact, which I haven't seen anybody talk about on Space. Inflact is a really, really good tool. It's free mostly. You can use the pro version, which gives like a lot more information, but what it does, it analyzes all of it sees, and with that you can kind of compare different pages. So you can see engagement,
Yeah.
you can see activity. So activity is how many likes you're getting, how many comments, how much people are viewing your page in total.
Right.
But also what posts are performing the best. And that's kind of a tough one for me to see without it. And that's been the biggest help. So, for example, I saw with the football club that content of the players themselves are the ones that are performing best. So, what did I start doing? Obviously, I started posting more of that. And with that,
Right.
I've seen. Oh,
Yeah. Go ahead.
now we are up to a 400% increase in view count
Mm-hmm.
in the past 2 months. Yeah, 2
Mhm.
months.
Oh, you focused on players.
Yeah. So that was just focusing, like, have content where the players are visible. That's the ones that work the best. And if you want to grow, you gotta do what works the best. Like, even if you
Yeah.
don't like making it,
Yeah.
you just have to do it like that.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
For that session.
No worries. No worries.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.